All right, pop quiz time. As we said at the top of the show, you are an MIT grad. Epic pranks, as we've seen over and over again for many, many years, like putting a police car on top of the Great Dome. They go. Well, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
All right, they go by a certain name. What are they called? And here are your choices right here. A, gags. B, spoofs. C, hacks.
We hack at MIT.
You are so confident. I can just see your face.
That's what I called it. We hack.
Okay, you're correct.
All right.
You are one of 8.
That would have been embarrassing if I got that one wrong.
You are one of 8 siblings. Your mother actually called you number 7.
Number 7.
Okay.
That's how I was known.
So let's ask you an 8 is enough question. In the classic television show, what was the occupation of the dad played by Dick Van Patten? A, plumber. B, newspaper columnist. C, pediatrician.
So, I'm only 47. Let's be fair about that.
You're a kid.
I thought he was a pediatrician. No, newspaper columnist.
That was actually my guess, and I should have been watching, but I didn't watch.
He was a newspaper columnist. It was based on the life of Tom Braden, a syndicated newspaper columnist.
That was more my older brothers and sisters.
All right. That's all right. Don't be sorry. You have another chance here. 1998. You love the outdoors.
I love it.
You completed a hike of the Appalachian Trail, Maine to Georgia, in 5 months.
That's right.
Of the New England states, ready? Maine has the most trail miles, 281. Which New England state has the second most? Vermont, Massachusetts, or New Hampshire?
I think it's Vermont.
Oh,
I would.
Let me just ask you something. What are you the governor of?
Yeah, is it really New Hampshire?
Oh.
Because it goes across New Hampshire, but it goes down Vermont. I'd love to. What are the numbers? Do you know the
161 miles.
Versus what? What's in Vermont?
Well, now you're asking questions I don't know the answer to.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. You are a rugby fan.
Yes, I played rugby
for
a couple of years in Boston.
America now has a professional rugby league. What is the name of the New England team in Major League Rugby? Free Jacks, Quarrymen, or Minutemen? I'm going to give you
I thought it was the Free Jacks, but I see Minutemen. No, I think it's the Free Jacks.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like you see the word Minutemen, you're like, how did they not name their team
That's
that?
right.
No,
they're based in Quincy.
Yeah, they're great. A very, very good team.
You did a very good job.
Except for the fact that I didn't know New Hampshire had the longest. You know, New Hampshire's it's so beautiful in New Hampshire, by far the most beautiful state. You just gallivant right through the Appalachian Trail. You don't need, the miles just go right by.
Governor.
You don't realize it's so long.
Trying to cover up here. Okay. Speaking of New Hampshire, in the past you've been adamantly opposed to legalizing marijuana in New Hampshire, but it is now surrounded by states that have changed their minds and allow sales. You recently hinted that you might be changing your mind about this if the state has exclusive rights. Have you changed your mind, and when are you going to do something about this?
Yeah, so great question. I always said now wasn't the time. Right, we had a system, we were the tip of the spear of the opioid epidemic, and our system just wasn't working. I rebuilt the entire system. It's called the Doorway. In the past 2 or 3 years, we're the only state in the country now that hasn't seen opioid deaths increase. The only one. So our system really is working. To start saying, well, our system's finally working, so we're just going to legalize more drugs, I don't know if we're there. I really don't.
So you're not going to do it?
I'm not fully committal on it, to be honest. I like the system. I like the bill that they proposed. If you're going to do it, that's the way to do it. But I just think we're the one state that's seeing really positive results. We got a long way to go, of course. I mean, almost 400 people died last year. The rest of the country has doubled their opioid deaths. We're down 18% in the past 3 years. So something we're doing is working.
We can't let you go without asking you some questions about politics. Your party leaders lobbied you very hard to run for the U.S. Senate against Maggie Hassan, who they felt was vulnerable, perhaps maybe the most vulnerable sitting senator in her reelection this year. They felt that if you ran, they could get control back of the U.S. Senate. So if the Democrats maintain control, will you feel guilty for not running against her?
No, they're not going to maintain control. One of the reasons I didn't feel the pressure to run is because as the politics of this have played out across the country, I think the Republicans are going to likely have 53 or 54 seats.
But what if they do? What if they do? Would you feel guilty?
Oh, gosh, no. Look, my responsibility is to New Hampshire, and I can do more for the state of New Hampshire as governor. Governor Baker can do more for the state of New Hampshire, for the state of Massachusetts as governor, than a U.S. senator that,
but the pressure was pretty hard, wasn't it?
Oh, the pressure was huge, and I strongly considered it. I did, but when I looked at actually what they did, it's a totally different skill set. I love being a governor. You can design systems. It's much more fulfilling. You're connected with constituents. You're not in this Washington, D.C. bubble, right?
And it had nothing to do with the fact that you felt that you could lose against Maggie Hassan?
No. Sorry, I don't mean, no. It was... Not only was I going to win, I think that the other candidates are going to win. Senator Hassan, I don't think is maybe she'll be looking for a job here next year. I don't know. But I'm just telling you, she's likely going to lose. The country wants a shift politically in terms of what they're seeing in Washington. But I love being a governor. I can, when we look at the vaccines and COVID, that's the system I was designing and I was managing. And I love working with other governors. I love working with Governor Baker or Governor Scott or even Governor Mills up in Maine. We work as a team. We really bang ideas off of each other and we get stuff done.
So 2024, you just said I love being a governor.
Love it.
And we have it on tape.
Yeah.
You were focused on running for re-election as governor, so you can't say that. Will you consider running for Senate?
No, probably not.
In the future?
It's not my...
Probably not?
No, it's not my skill set. It's not... Look, I don't think I have the tolerance for the inaction you see down in Washington on both sides of the aisle. And frankly, they'd drive me nuts and I'd probably drive them nuts. I'm a CEO. I'm a manager. This is what I do.
U.S. Senate, never.
Never.
It's
a B team. I don't know what to tell you. It's the
Never?
same team. No, I have zero plans. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm a CEO. I'm an executive. That's what we do. The Senate, if they actually got stuff done and they moved the ball forward and they actually worked in a more bipartisan way, I think you'd have more governors considering it. And remember, I'm not term limited out. The U.S. Senate, the folks that wanted me to run were asking me to quit what I do, and I love what I do, and I think we're doing it really, really well in New Hampshire. So I have a
So you did say
commitment to them.
so never say never.
Well, on the U.S. Senate, that's probably not going to happen. No.
Probably.
You say never. I don't
Probably.
care.
Basically, he's saying he's governor forever, never the U.S. Senate.
It's a different skill set. It's a totally different skill set.
He said probably. Our thanks again to Governor Chris Sununu. Thank you so much, Governor,
This was
for
fun.
being with us.
I loved it.